Hello, Linda. I'm sorry for requesting you so suddenly. Can we break up?
Huh?
I have to take responsibility for something important. So please, let's break up.
Wait, you suddenly said divorce. Are you kidding me?
I know I came out of thin air, but there's no time to wait.
Huh?
So please, get a divorce.
What? What are you responsible for? How come you have no time? I want you to explain clearly. Why are you suddenly asking me out? What's going on?
Honestly, I'm in love with another woman,
Huh?
and she is now pregnant. Of course, it's my baby. She will give birth in 3 months.
What? You said you fell for someone else? John, you betrayed me.
I'm not going to deny it.
You are a married man. Don't think that doing those things will ruin your reputation. You let her carry your baby. Are you lying to me? I don't believe you.
I thought I should compensate you for our divorce. So please, let's get a divorce. I have to take responsibility for what I've done to her.
What about me? I'm your fiancé. When you asked me to marry you, you vowed to keep my happiness for the rest of my life. And now you used to betray me?
That's why I'll make it up to you. She's my destiny. I hope you leave this house as soon as possible.
What? You're a jerk. How can you admit it so calmly? Let me tell you, this is not something that can be solved with cash.
Shut up! I have no other choice. I'll get the divorce papers today after work. Let's sign it tonight.
What if I don't want to? I don't want to sign. No way.
Doesn't matter. I've made up my mind. The only way is to divorce. My heart already belongs to another woman.
Forget it. I know you're not going to change your mind. Why you gotta be so mean? Oh, right. I'll do it tonight.
That's fine. Thank you.
One day later.
Hello, Linda. Thank you for divorcing John.
Huh?
Sorry for contacting you all of a sudden. I'm John's girlfriend, Jane's. I think you've heard John mention me. Now I'm pregnant with his baby.
Yes, I've heard. You must be our homewrecker. I really didn't expect you to have the nerve to contact me directly.
What do you mean by homewrecker? John and I are meant to be together.
Are you even more shameless than I thought?
Thank you, Linda. In a few days, we can register our marriage. This is our fate.
Huh? How can you say it's meant to be when you're breaking up a family?
No, you can rest assured. I will live happily with John and our children, and we will be a family of 3.
Whatever you want. Whether you're happy or not, it's not my concern. As long as you compensate me for what you have done.
What do you mean?
Don't pretend to be ignorant. I'm talking about divorce compensation. John's compensation is a given. You or John will have to pay me compensation.
Huh?
What? You have no right to demand compensation from me? Of course, I have the right. You stole my husband.
But I have a baby in my belly. Is it reasonable to ask money during pregnancy?
What?
It's unreasonable to ask a pregnant woman for money, both emotionally and intellectually. You should give up this idea.
It has nothing to do with whether you're pregnant or not. You are the reason why my husband and I divorced, and you are responsible for it.
I don't understand what you're talking about. It's all because of my fate with John. I will not pay divorce compensation.
Then it's your compensation. I'll blame John, okay? Anyone can, as long as they have enough money.
What are you talking about? Of course, I won't pay anything.
Huh?
John is about to become a father, and raising children costs a lot of money, so please don't take his money.
You destroyed the happiness of another family and still talk about morality?
John says he wants to pay because he's too soft on you, but think about us. We will need money in many areas in the future.
Do you even know what you're talking about, Miss Janes? Stealing someone else's husband? refusing to pay divorce compensation?
I know I'm asking too much, but please understand us. Isn't the US experiencing a declining birth rate? Pregnant women should be taken seriously.
I didn't expect you to be such a delinquent. It's truly outstanding. The pot calling a kettle black. A vile person and a coward really do go well together.
What do you mean?
Forget it. I give up. But in exchange for divorce compensation, please promise not to take a step closer to me.
I also want nothing to do with you.
Do make sure. I will draft a commitment contract. As long as you sign it, I will officially give up asking for money from you and John.
Is it enough just to sign? That's easy.
1 hour later,
I heard Jane say that you don't need compensation from her. Is that true?
yeah, I asked her to promise to not bother me anymore in exchange for compensation. I'll ask her to sign the commitment contract in a few days. By the way, can you prepare a commitment contract for me?
Huh? I don't understand. What commitment contract? I heard Jane plead on my behalf, and you agreed to accept me from the divorce settlement.
Yeah, she's really shameless, but I have no intention of forgiving you.
Come on, Linda. You're an adult. You can forgive Jane. Can you also forgive me?
Previously, you offered to compensate me. You gave me your word, so why do you want to break it now? Please keep your promise. This is what I deserve, and I need you to take responsibility.
I said I would compensate you because I was afraid you wouldn't agree to the divorce. But I didn't expect you to agree so quickly. I don't feel that I owe you anything because I didn't make you suffer.
What the hell are you talking about? You cheated on me, and you won't even admit it.
With all due respect, the divorce compensation is for one party to apologize for the divorce and pay to comfort the other. I don't feel the need to comfort you now, so I think I have no obligation to pay.
Slowly. I need a headache medicine.
Are you feeling unwell?
It's because what you said annoyed me. Instead of spending time arguing, you should spend time preparing compensation. You betrayed and hurt me. Don't you feel guilty at all?
Not at all. I don't want to pay compensation if I can avoid it.
You're low class. Forget it. I don't want to deal with a delinquent like you. You're exempt from compensation, so please get out of my face. Yes, I'll waive it. Compensation is no longer important to me. Now, please go away immediately.
Wait, one more thing. I know you don't want to see me again, but I hope you'll pay me compensation before we part ways.
What? Are you crazy? Do I have to compensate you? Have you lost your mind?
I'm just asserting my rights. The damage I caused to you is exempt, but the compensation you have to pay me is still owed.
Huh? What rights?
I demand that you compensate me $50,000. You can pay it all at once or in installments, but the amount won't change.
This is outrageous. You can't just demand money from me like that.
I'm just asking for what's rightfully mine. You broke my heart and my trust. I need to be compensated for that.
You're making excuses. What are you trying to say exactly?
You caused the divorce, so you should compensate me. Even if I had an affair, it's still your fault. You forced me to do it. So you're responsible for compensating me as well.
What? I forced you to have an affair?
Yes, that's right. You can't keep my heart. That's why I cheated. Now I'm asking you to pay me $50,000.
Do you really want money? Why are there people like you in the world? Or did you hide it so well that I didn't notice before? The whole country will laugh at you.
What?
Everyone will soon know that the reason for our divorce isn't because the wife ran away from the family or spent money recklessly. On the contrary, the wife takes care of all the household chores and earns money to support the family. She also maintains good relations with her husband's relatives and friends. There's nothing wrong with the wife. There's no reason to leave.
Stop making jokes. I cheated because there was something wrong with you. You always look down on me and complaining about such small things. That's annoying.
Are you saying that's why you cheated?
Yes, that's exactly why.
Forget it. I don't want to hear your nonsense. If you still believe that, You can ask your parents and brothers.
Don't be so arrogant. Everyone will agree with me.
Looks like I need to prepare the same commitment contract for you. Instead of divorce compensation, don't bother me anymore. That's it for now. I'll make the contract tomorrow. You'll have to sign the agreement yourself. 1 week later.
Hello, Linda. I really need to ask you for the divorce compensation.
What's up again?
I asked my parents and they had a tantrum. They said I can't go back to my hometown from now on.
No way. Did you really ask your parents?
Yes, I also asked my brother and relatives and friends.
Have you lost your mind?
Everyone says I have no reason to ask you for compensation. They even say they would cut off contact with me. How could this happen?
You don't understand. No one wants to deal with you, idiot. I sympathize with them. How can there be a fool like you in the world?
It will be difficult not to get compensation from you. My baby is about to be born, and there are many things that need money. I'm counting on your money for emergencies.
Do you rely on your ex-wife's money to support your children? I really feel sorry for your child because you can't be a father.
Why do you say the same thing as them? Anyway, asking you for compensation won't hurt anything. I just want to try.
Temptations that expose your stupidity. You still don't understand? I'm sorry I didn't meet your expectations. Goodbye. 10 minutes later.
Hey, I need to give John back to you.
Wait, what do you mean? Are you leaving him?
Yes, I'm divorcing him. I can't handle his behavior anymore.
What happened?
He embarrassed me in front of others with his stupid questions, and now I can't even face anyone. I need to leave this house and John behind.
No matter how stupid he is, he's your child's father. How do you take care of your child alone?
I'd rather be alone with the kids. Anyway, I just want to get rid of him as soon as possible. I didn't expect you to be so stupid.
Isn't he your destiny? So don't play games. Let the three of you live a good life.
Hell yes. I'll be out of here soon. I'm looking for the right person for me.
Who is right for you? Did anyone marry you except for that stupid man? I hope you guys get along. 1 day later.
Linda,
Is it you again?
that woman abandoned me. I have no one but you.
Huh?
Jane said she wanted to divorce me, but she's still asking me to pay alimony.
Well, can you address this on your own? I want nothing to do with you and Jane's.
Don't be so indifferent, okay? Now I finally understand. You are the most important person in my life. Divorcing you was the dumbest decision I've ever made. Let's get married again.
What episode of drama am I watching?
Please remember the days when we were happy together.
Are you serious?
I know you are the best wife ever. You are still a little nostalgic for me, aren't you? That's why I'm not asking for divorce compensation from you.
You should work as an actor, shouldn't you?
You still love me, right? The reason why you don't ask me for compensation, is that because you don't want to hurt me? Before it's too late, so let's remarry.
You are still joking, right? The reason why I waived the claim from you, it's because you agreed to sign my non-contact commitment contract. Please be sentimental.
Commitment contract?
I got advice from some divorced people. They told me, instead of demanding compensation from that ungrateful man, ask him not to disturb me.
Huh?
If I receive a divorce settlement from you, you will use that as an excuse. And it annoys me all the time. So, my friend advised me to give up my immediate interests and plan for the future. Like a protective order, restricting you, absolutely.
What exactly do you mean?
You are really stupid. Don't you understand?
I'm trying to understand.
Didn't I already ask the two of you to sign the pledge? Have you read the content of the promise carefully? If you still want to contact me after the divorce, I can ask you for $5,000 each time you contact me. The commitment letter writes very clearly those terms.
Is it true?
This is the second time you've contacted me after signing the contract. Jane's also contacted me yesterday. A total of 2 people contacted me 3 times. It works out to be $15,000.
Are you kidding me?
Terms of commitment letter. Then please pay $15,000.
No way. Are you kidding me? What do I do with so much money? You won't ask me for money, right? My baby is about to be born.
Even though you broke your wedding vows, there's nothing I can do about it. But this time, with your commitment and signature, it's legally binding. Keep your promise. Those 2 papers of commitment helped me a lot. They're begging for money. After meeting my lawyer, I obediently transferred $15,000. I heard that the 2 are not divorced, still living together. They have kids, become parents, and have trouble with relationship and paying bills. And since they don't bother me anymore, John's parents and relatives also contacted me to encourage and apologize on my behalf. In other words, I'm pretty lucky that Jane rescued me from the mud. I started to live more optimistically, and 2 years later, I found a man of my life. Although I didn't see James and John after that, I heard they eventually got divorced.